6:46 in the morning of Tuesday of November. It's my morning routine. I usually 4 o'clock. The first time I wake up in the early morning, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So after that time, usually 1 hour, around 1 hour for 60 minutes, that I imagine 2 days schedule, where to go and what kind of things up to the YouTube. Almost every day I up to the YouTube maximum. And I think in terms of up the YouTube, maybe number 1 in the world, because I don't care whether they listen or see my upload. I don't care how many upload I make. That is my top priority. Maybe now the number of short on YouTube, I am the number 1 in numbers of update. Usually my morning routine, the most prominent my morning routine, early morning routine, is reading at least 2 hours before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is 7 o'clock is the time to eat my breakfast. And my breakfast is the number 1 meal, because I'm hungry in the morning. Read so many wonderful books. Room full of English books, another room for Japanese books and the expressions in English and Japanese. I like reading. I am 100% a country boy. I was born and grown at Kimje, Pyongyang. It's the perfect the countryside. That's the reason why I am healthy. At that time, I learned a lesson to be the lover of Mother Nature. And I moved to Kunsan for middle school and high school. For 6 years, I stayed in Kunsan, and I enjoyed the wonderful environment of a small harbor. I enjoyed the great ships, small and big. So I firstly understood there was a big world by watching the big ship from another country. And at those times, they introduced us to inspect the inside of the big ship. It was an amazing experience for country boy at that time. Also, another peculiar thing for my life was I watched and I met a lot of foreigners living in Kunsan City, my hometown city, of the American family of the American U.S. Air Base. So it was a turning point for my life. I decided to make up my mind to learn or study the English better, to communicate with them freely. So that's the reason why I started to learn more. I had no money. My mom was very poor, but I never gave up learning English and studying English. So in my high school days, one former Peace Corps member graduated from Yale University in the state. He advised me to read the English newspapers in my first year, freshman year at Kunsan Commercial High School. Since then until now, nowadays I subscribe 4 English newspapers every day. It is an exciting moment. Each morning I pluck 4 English newspapers at the post box. I am very grateful to have this wonderful library personally, but in the future I am ready to provide all my books for public ownership. Anybody can enjoy these great books. I have so many wonderful books in English and Japanese. So if anybody, or I can be more money to have my own, the bigger places in a building or in a convenient place near to the subway, I am ready to offer all my books for public access. It costs lots of money. So nowadays the prices of the book like this, it is so expensive. So it's not easy for average people to enjoy this different kind of books by private person. So I am now 74 years young. I'm ready to enjoy reading together with anybody who is interested in reading the wonderful books. I think that nowadays, according to the Korea statistics, just 40% of Korean young adults read one book in a year. So nowadays, as the technology advances, especially the smartphones, I think it is not a smartphone, it is the opposite of the smartphone. So many people become foolish because they glued their eyes on the screen all the time, 24/7. They don't sleep. They don't eat. Well, I enjoy watching the videos all the time, but I try to be disciplined about gluing on the screen. reading will be more important in the future. So I recommend reading comes first for your life. If you continue to read the wonderful books, your life will become like the books. Thank you for listening. It's Tuesday, November 2nd week. Time flies.